Hey guys, it's been a good 3 months since I last uploaded something, so I figured I would. Some of you guys know that I like my armies themed. Like my Blood Angels army is all jump infantry, my Space Sharks army is mostly scouts, and when I started playing 40k, I started playing Dark Angels, and I strayed away from Green Wing. I have a couple Terminators, but I don't really use them that often. But I did, however, focus on a Raven Wing based army, which is bikes. And back in 7th edition, librarians could be on bikes. I made this guy with the top half of the Dark Vengeance librarian as a force sword. And, I got the standard bearer from the Black Knights, and I have a speeder, and I have, your standard Raven Wing armies, just all bikes and cars. And then 8th edition rolls around, and I wanted to have a Sammael HQ. So I had the extra parts to make the Sable Claw. And I made it differently. I put the assault cannons on the sides, not up front, because that way it looks like a hornet. This one actually looks like it has stance. Looks a lot wider, so looks more imposing. But then I realized that I don't have a Sammael on a Corvex, which is cheaper in points than, well, he's the only jet bike in the entire army. But that model's fine cast, and I don't particularly like fine cast. So, what did I do? What's the next best thing? Well, a couple of months back, the Custodes came out with the Vertus, I think. Vertus Praetor, whatever. They're jet bikes. And their look is really similar to the Sammael on Corvex model. It has the eagle in the front and the guns and whatever. It's a couple of things short, but what can't be fixed. So I went online and I looked for one, because I only needed one bike, and I found it, and I ordered it, and it came in, and last night I decided to get to work, and got my glue and my materials, and I had to cut a couple of things and whatnot out, and after a couple of hours, I came up with this. Now, he looks a little chunkier than the regular Sammael on Corvex model, but he does look a lot more suited to be on the jet bike, because think about it, giant robe on a bike, not so much, as to where this Custodes armor has less drapes, but the boots have belts, and they look a lot more like something that you would wear if you were riding a bike. Then I had to sand down all of the top pointy part and whatever, so that it wouldn't look too much like Custodes armor, because everybody knows that is like extremely imposing. So yeah, I clipped off part of the wings and part of the top beak part that it has. Focus. Right. So I made it a little more power armor looking. And of course, I wasn't going to use their shoulder pads, because their shoulder pads are huge. But then, I took a plasma cannon. I gave him the bolt pistol that he's supposed to have, that's from the Dark Angels frame. I took off all of the iconology on the fins. I took off one of the barrels from the hurricane bolters that these guys have, because that's what they got. But, a little paint and whatnot it'll look like the storm bolters that Sam has on his bike, and a couple of purity seals, and a little shrouded Reaper mini in the back of the headrest there, and yeah, it's basically Sam. I mean, he's a little chunkier than the big guy over there, but I would much rather have this plastic model than that fine cast model, just out of the fact that fine cast is not that great. The other thing is that I gave him the relic blade as the Raven sword because I used it for this one, but oh well. I mean, this was my Sam. It's probably gonna stay my Sammael model in Sable Claw just because it has the bits, but I think I'm gonna end up using him more as a Talon Master. But this particular model, I mean, he does look a lot more like Sam should. I mean, a beak helmet because he's Raven Wing, has eagle iconology everywhere. I mean, right, he's not supposed to be an eagle, but you get the picture. He has the right look. And this tape is just here to make sure that I don't spray paint the little transparent rod bit black when I prime it. But yeah, that's basically it. So hopefully my bike army runs a lot smoother. The next thing I'm probably gonna get is one of these Vengeance guys, but yeah, we're still waiting on that. But that's it. That's all I'm doing up to now. So any questions, you know where to put them. And if anybody has anything they want to say about the model, well, let me know. So yeah, catch you later.